You can sit right there.
Walking into this interrogation room is 16-year-old Bari Williams and his mother. Mere seconds from now, Bakari's mom is about to be handed down a devastating revelation.
How old is he?
16.
But what was Sean?
And I walk out if you don't want to say anything, but do what's right.
Bakari's mom has just realized that her son's life is over for murdering 19-year-old David Lyons. But this crime is not that of Bakari's alone. It's that of 3 ruthless teenagers. Over the next several hours, detectives will now begin to comb through each one, through snitches, terrible lies, and surveillance footage, getting to the bottom of what happened to David.
Let me explain something to you, okay? My friend, this is a serious deal.
You know, when you're talking about murder, you're talking about the crime of all crimes.
Terrell, are you the shooter?
On April 20th, 2020, police in Florida were called in reference to a shooting that occurred in the middle of a residential street. When they arrived, they discovered 3 teens standing over the body of another, 19-year-old David Bartholomew Lyons, who had died from a single gunshot. It's always devastating to see someone who has their whole life ahead of them gone in an instant, especially when the reason for his death is as heinous as the one police would soon uncover. Because, though his 3 friends that had been traveling with him proclaimed innocence, that wasn't the case. And the date, 4/20, has a lot to do with it, if you catch our drift. First, police spoke with 16-year-old Bari Williams, who was one of the boys at the scene. Because of his age, his mother joined him, which isn't the saving grace he was probably hoping for.
First and foremost, I know you went through a horrible thing that somebody your age should never, ever, ever see in their lives. This is a crappy thing, and I'd like to tell you that it's going to get better anytime soon, but it's not. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life, and this is going to hurt. Okay? I don't think that anybody 18 years old should be a victim of this. Okay?
Nobody.
From what I know of this kid, he got in a little trouble, but just stupid crap. But he was a good kid. That's everything I've heard. Is that this is a good kid. I know his mama very well. So here's reality. Here's the truth. Okay. This kid has got beef with somebody, somehow, some way. And the only way I'm going to find out who, because I can't ask him, is from you guys. You guys are his friends, his brothers, your buddies, okay? And if he's got beef with somebody, if there's something going on, no matter how stupid or how big it is, I need to know what it is.
I didn't really know him.
You didn't really know him?
No, I was just in the car, just going with him to get him.
Okay. Who did he call to tell him come get him?
I don't know. I was just in the car, sir.
Okay. He didn't call your phone? Do you have a phone?
Yes, sir.
You do have a phone. Okay. He didn't call you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where were you?
I was in the car on the left side.
On the left side, meaning the driver's side?
Behind the driver.
Behind the driver. Okay. Where was he trying to get into?
On the right side.
On the passenger side, in the back seat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm assuming Terrell was driving. It's his car. And you were in the rear driver's side, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where did you get picked up from today?
Oh, he picked me up from my house in Coleman.
From Coleman?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then he drove up to meet this guy. How do we know that we were picking this guy up?
I didn't know.
Okay.
I just know he was like...
Who did know?
I didn't know.
Okay, until he was
So we just ended up there.
Okay.
I was just for the ride.
Okay. Okay. So, in a nutshell, what happened?
Just he was opening the car door. As he was reaching for the car door, car rolled by.
Was the car going the same direction you guys were going, or the opposite
I
direction?
don't even know. I just know I just heard shots. I went down like this. And then
Okay.
got out of the car and he was just there.
Okay. Did you see the car leave? So he went down that street.
Head the apartment? Which way?
Like, all right.
He's pointing south on Warfield.
Okay. I just
But
want to make sure.
once he got out the street, I don't know where he turned. I don't know if he went straight, left, right.
Okay. When you were pulling up, where did you first see him?
He was just walking.
He was just walking. Was he in the road? He was on the side of the road? Where was
Yeah,
he?
he was in the middle.
He was in the middle of the road. And who said, hey, I mean, did you just pull up or said,
He just bailed.
who did?
The other kids.
Why?
Daddy came and got him and said, I ain't talking. I don't understand that, Mama. Do you understand that? I mean, but what was Sean?
I don't understand that.
What's his name?
Jabari.
The other kid that was here.
Javari. I don't understand that thinking.
Do you know the mama? Can you talk to the mama? We are not trying to railroad anybody. But how are we supposed to solve crimes, solve murders, if we can't get help? If he shot in the head, will Javari say, I ain't talking?
Now, the three boys at the scene were all friends, though how close their friendships were changes depending on who you ask, and when you ask them. Terrell Shamar Lynham was the driver of the vehicle that David was found alongside. Bakari was in the back seat behind Terrell, and in the passenger seat was Javari Johnson, who, as you've just heard, decided to lawyer up immediately. It's something that sets Bakari's mom here on edge, and for good reason. Because in cases like this, where you're claiming to be an innocent bystander, there's really no reason to lawyer up. It's everyone's right, yes, but at this point all three of the boys were being treated like witnesses to a horrible crime. While Javari refused to talk, Terrell, the driver, had his own retelling of events, one that matches Bakari's a little too closely, though he does have a little more heart. But before we move on to the details, be sure to subscribe if you like watching killers like these teen geniuses get caught in their own lies. That's literally all we do here.
I stopped the vehicle. As soon as he opened the door, I heard, ow. And that's when I looked. I was driving, so I just looked. My car still driving. I just looked back, and I was like, what the f***? And then I just looked. I seen him like this. Then when I seen him like that, he was like hopping, trying to, I guess he thought they was still shooting or something. Then he was running, then I jumped out of the car, threw the car apart, took out running after him, grabbed him. And then he just, when I was about to grab him, he dropped and I grabbed him. I was trying to find out where he was shot at. And then blood was coming out, and that's when I ran to the car. They was coming, and I just snatched one of their phones. I said, call the police, call the police. I snatched, and that's when I talked to them. Then.
Okay. Did you see the vehicle they were in?
It was a white car.
White car?
And like I told you, where my car was swimming, they took off up that road. My car was right here, just in the car. Then we just heard shots. And that's when I turned around, I was like, he was going like this, and he was like hopping. Then I just jumped out the car, and I just took out running. And he dropped, and I took out running towards him. While I was running towards him, he dropped. And that's when I went to stand over, I was grabbing him, trying to see what he was shot at. And I was like, call the police. And I ran back and grabbed their phone. And that's when I was talking, and that's when y'all.
Okay. And did you see which direction this car came from? This white car came from?
No, I just knew it. When I was driving, so I wasn't really paying attention. I knew it didn't come from the front before, because I was seeing it.
Okay. And do you happen to know what kind of car it was?
Like I said, I think it was a two-door Honda, a white one. But I don't know for sure. It was a small car, so I don't. It could have been a small four-door, two-door, but I knew it was white for a fact.
You don't know if it's two-door or four-door?
But I knew it was white for a fact. I'm thinking it's a two-door. Did
you notice the windows with a dark tint?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
All I seen was like the car take off after it happened.
Do you see how many people were in it by chance?
The windows was, I don't think the windows was down. Or none of that.
Okay. But you couldn't tell?
No.
Could you tell who did the shooting?
No. I was just too focused on who was shot, what the bullet was. Because I heard it, but I was like, I couldn't believe it. So I turned around, and I was like, what? And then that's when I seen him. That's when I looked back, the car was still rolling. And then I stood in park and jumped out and took out running.
Okay. This is a difficult, but I need you to tell me the 100% truth. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Does he sell?
I don't know. There's a chance. I'm keeping.
You know what we're talking about right now?
Yes,
we're talking about, in terms of crime, a murder is the Super Bowl, World Series, WWE Championship.
That's
nothing else.
I know like he got in trouble for it by his parents before.
Because no matter what you say, he's not in trouble.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, it's a chance.
And it could be motive for the reason this happened.
Yeah.
So everything about this is only gearing towards who to put him in jail, whoever did this. Okay. So he's gotten in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how me and him started going to the same school. Because we started going to South Sunday. He got kicked out of he got his parents.
Y'all were getting together to hang out. Again, you are not in trouble at this point. Neither are your friends. And we're not trying to indict someone. Is the possibility that y'all were going to do some drugs today?
No, I don't.
None whatsoever. I don't know.
No, sir.
I'm not asking because I'm saying you do. I'm asking because that's what
I understand. I don't smoke drugs.
What about your partners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any chance they could be meeting him to buy?
No. Like we don't.
They're just friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
because I don't play like that. Like if it was some drugs in our car, it's because they put in there. But I don't play like that. No, I'm saying like if he had something, I don't know.
I don't care what we find in that car.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to find anything involving this murder.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if I find. If it involves this murder, then I worry about it. But I don't worry about putting it on somebody. I worry about it connecting me to whoever did this.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So far, everyone's stories largely match up. Unfortunately for them, those stories don't match up with the evidence. Like the fact that David was actually shot while sitting inside the car, not approaching it from the outside. On top of that, Terrell has no problem admitting that David may have sold substances. Bakari, on the other hand, insists he had no idea. In fact, he insists he has no idea about a lot of things, something that his mother is starting to question more and more with every passing moment of the interrogation.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why you wouldn't want to find out who killed your friend.
Yeah, maybe it's just Dad's knee-jerk reaction. Hopefully,
I think that's what it is.
let's hope he comes off of it because
he's from Miami. So
Well, if you can talk to Mama, that would be.
Okay, so you're driving up this way and you see him walking. Okay. Do you know if you pulled off of this side of the road or this side of the road to pick him up? Or did you just stop in the middle or what?
We just stopped like right in front of him.
Right in front of him.
Not like how I'm in front of you, but just all right. Can I stand up?
Absolutely.
All right.
You're not in trouble. You're not a suspect. I'm asking you for your help.
Be like this. Like this part in front of him, so he can walk up a couple steps and just open the door.
Okay. And you didn't see this car coming from anywhere?
No.
Didn't even notice it, didn't observe it or nothing?
No, sir.
And all you saw that when it's way up here, so when he leaves, did he have to make a big wide turn or a U-turn or anything like that to take off down that road?
I just know he didn't make a U-turn. I just know he had to make a turn. I don't know what kind of turn.
Okay.
I don't know. I just seen him jerk the car to the side, and I just.
was it a black boy, white boy?
I don't know.
Do you know what part of the car he was sitting in?
I don't know. I just seen the car.
What was the car?
It's a two-door Honda.
Two-door Honda, and you're 100% it was a Honda? Or just a two-door car that you think might be a Honda?
It was a two-door Honda.
Had that little front end to it?
Yeah. I'm familiar with the Accord.
Look, was it an Accord?
No.
Civic?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I told your mom I was going to ask you some hard questions. I mean, here they come. And look, I told your mama this already. I have one and only goal, is to catch the big person who pulled the trigger to kill that little baby boy. And I'm sorry, you're a baby boy too. You're young. In our world, you are. I know you're a grown man, but in our world, you got your whole life ahead of you. So that's why I'm saying that. Was he selling at all?
I don't know.
I mean, if you knew him, if you knew him to the.
No, I didn't even know him. I ain't never go to school with him or nothing. I just knew we were just going.
Okay.
How many times have you interacted with him in the past? A couple times, 3 or 4?
I'll see him at I play basketball. I'll see him at a couple of my games. But I ain't never talked to him, associated with him.
Out of the three of you, who was his friend?
Terrell.
The driver.
Yeah.
Did he have a swagger about him?
No, he He was normal.
Just to calm, he didn't have an attitude.
Yeah, he was chill.
Because again, like you said, we're trying to figure out, somebody had beef with him, and that's what we're trying to figure out what the beef was.
And the only other possibility it could be was they thought he was somebody else.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
And the reason he keeps running in and out, he's trying to get this information out as fast as we can, because we got about 5 agencies looking for this car now, including 3 helicopters.
Can I speak with you outside?
Sure. Just a minute, buddy, okay?
We're out this way, I'll say right one.
Being called a baby boy doesn't exactly vibe with the whole gangster thing Bakari is trying to present out on the streets. Neither does having your mommy in the interrogation room with you. But even worse than having your mom in the interrogation room with you is her asking to speak with the detectives privately, because out there, she can speak her mind. And in this case, it doesn't seem like she's the type to try and beg detectives to see her son's innocence, because at this point, even she is questioning it.
A little while ago, I told the other young man that was in here, when you're talking about murder, you're talking about the crime of all crimes. The Super Bowl, the NBA championship, the World Series, everything. Nothing else matters leading up to that crime. Yeah. Now, I say that because many investigations involved me talking to people that were involved in criminal activity, but it didn't matter because I was trying to get to the murder. You know what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
And a lot of times I was able to help people out with other stuff because I was trying to get to the murder, because I don't care about that other stuff. I don't care about the drugs. I don't care about the driving. I don't care about I don't care about that. All I care about is the murder. Okay? And if you're worried that we're trying to hink you up, I can promise you we're not trying to hink you up. Okay? I know it's hard for you to trust police. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation before, but I'm telling you, man, you can trust us on that. We are not trying to do you wrong. Okay? So if there's anything you think about this young victim, maybe in retrospect, maybe you know a little bit more, maybe you had a better, more deeper relationship. That helps us work towards that. Okay, no matter what we're doing, the trigger man is what we're after. Okay.
All this other stuff is just nonsense compared to that.
So if we have some time to sit, is there anything else you can tell me about him, or who might have had a beef, what's going on in your head, thinking about that, what situation that he might have been put in the past couple of weeks or past month or past few days or past hours that would lead to something like this? Word on the street, word in the book, any kind of Twitter, tweets, Snapchats, any girls
How
involved?
did y'all know to pick before you? Why did y'all go to Wild? How do you even know the driver?
He always be with us.
The driver? I never seen him with y'all.
That's because he be at work most of the time, but we be with him sometimes. Like, he ain't like all around us. We be with him just like
So
sometimes.
how did y'all know to pick him up?
I don't know. I ain't know we was going to pick him up.
So how did you end up in the car with him? They picked you up when you were in my house?
No, we was all at the party. He was like, but come with me to pick him up, and I was like, all right. Because it was just us three at the
Who
party.
said, come with me to pick him up?
Red told me to just come with him.
Okay, so who told Red to pick him up?
I don't know. I just went with him. I ain't think nothing like this happened.
So
You know me, man. If I knew something was gonna happen like this, I wouldn't came.
Well, that's not the point. Obviously not. Obviously not.
okay, so which boy told Rel to pick David up?
I don't know, man.
Who was in the crowd with y'all?
It was just us three. He was like,
So it was us three, and nobody. It just a cloud came out.
you know,
What
it was
happened? Conversation.
me, Bari, and was at the party. Jay called me, pick somebody up. I don't know if somebody told him to go pick him up. I don't know if.
Did he get a text on the phone?
I don't know.
Was he Snapchatting?
I don't know.
Where was Bari?
We was all at the party.
So Bari didn't speak up at all either? So it was just y'all three?
We all just got in the car and we just rode with him. We didn't think, oh, somebody gonna get shot today, or, oh, I don't know. I just know we were going to pick somebody up.
Did you know he was picking up David? Did he specifically say let's go pick up David, or he just randomly said somebody?
Yeah, he said somebody. Y'all want to come with me to ride and pick somebody up?
That's what he said. Y'all ain't asked who?
We wouldn't think he'll put us in a situation the way we got to ask who.
Okay.
Talk about a mother's intuition. Her rapid-fire questions prove that for her, things aren't adding up. Not in the slightest. And for the first time, but not the last, Bakari starts to sweat. Because in just a few moments, police are going to perform a gunshot residue swab.
Okay, this is the same thing I did to Terrell, and like I told your mom, it's not to say that you shot him, okay? It's to say that you didn't, all right? That's exactly why we do this, because some time in the future, some lawyer's gonna ask me if I did a gunshot residue test on you. And I'm gonna have to answer him no if I don't do one, so, and that's never a good thing, especially in this kind of case, because there'll be 3 lawyers on whoever I arrest, trying to keep him from answering for what. So this is very simple. It doesn't hurt, doesn't do anything. That little black thing is a sticky pad. Okay? What I'm going to have you do with this one is I'm going to have you hold your left hand up just like this. I'm going to take that sticky pad and do this. And then I'm going to put it back in here. We're going to do the same thing with the right hand. Okay?
How are you doing with all this stuff?
Spread your thumb out.
You doing all right?
I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. This is not how you want a day to go in the least bit.
Well, we got to go talk to David's mom and tell her that one of the boys that their daddy wouldn't let him talk to us. So.
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't understand. I do understand it in a way, but reality is that boy just witnessed something horrible and obviously knows more because he is the one that got the phone call to go pick him up, and that's...
Okay, being that you said that, so Bari got the phone call for him to go get picked up. So
I ain't never say that.
That's the other boy told us.
So how did you miss that conversation if you three were there together?
You know, I always, when I'm at the park, I'm not chilling. I'm playing basketball or something. I don't know what they had going on. I just know that I got in the car to go pick him up. He's going to shoot him. Shoot an answer.
When he got shot, did he run? Did he move? Did he do anything?
Yeah. He went to like stepping backwards. And then he just got down, like he didn't fall backwards like on his back. He sat down like, feel me? Like, and then just laid down.
Did the older boy have any kind of like remorse or?
Yeah. He was like, call the police, and everybody just froze. And then he got my phone, and then he called the police.
Bakarri.
Yeah. Because when he over got shot, he dropped his phone. So I picked his phone up. And I was trying to call the police, but on iPhones, you know, you got to type in the password or whatever, and I couldn't use the emergency call. So he got my phone, and I gave him the phone. I said, "Honey, you call him because I don't know what to say."
How long did that take to come back?
This could take 3 days. It could take 6 weeks. No problem. I mean, I don't expect anything to be honest, but I have to rule them out. It's just part of it.
Yeah, he had shot a gun the last couple hours today. They got a good little lab, got the other lab, and it depends on how their backload is. They can get to later when it takes some time.
All right, is there anything I didn't ask you? Anything at all, that even the tiniest, minute thing that you can think of?
You didn't think about that boy, mama. No matter if you didn't know him, if it, whatever, you heard how his mother was breaking down. That's not right. He has a niece, he got sisters, he got his mama and his daddy, and they're real good people. I know his family.
I love his mama. His mama's a great woman.
She is a nice person. And I walk out if you don't want to say it in front of me. But do what's right.
You didn't know that he sold drugs or anything like that. How about his girlfriend?
I don't even know if he got a girlfriend or not.
Is there any questions you got for me?
What happened?
Well, I'm gonna catch the guy who shot him, and I'm gonna put him in prison for the rest of his life. That's what's gonna happen.
Listen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Here's the thing, okay? The only way these get solved is if people tell me what's going on. I don't give a shit about that snitching bullshit. I don't give a shit about any of that street justice crap. That don't mean nothing. That's child's play. Reality is we're the people who take care of this at the end of the day. And we're the ones that put these people in prison where they need to be for the rest of their lives. So there is no such thing as a snitch. That's all crap. And you'll learn that later in life. But realize right now that every little bit of information you can come up with is going to mean something to us. Okay? And if you hear something, I'm going to give you and your mama my card with my cell phone number on it. If you hear something, if something comes up, somebody says something, no matter how stupid it sounds, you call my phone. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock at night. It don't matter. Okay?
You don't have, as far as Facebook account, do you? What's his name?
No, I ain't got a Facebook.
You don't got a Facebook? You got a Snapchat? Anything like that?
He don't get on social media and stuff. He young.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. It looked like he wanted to talk. It looked like his mama wanted him to talk. It looked like his daddy didn't want him to talk.
I don't know.
I asked some I appreciate you talking.
That is us. That's me. That's my cell phone number in the top end right there. Okay? And I'm going to give this to your mama. Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but it ain't going to be for anybody.
It's going to take a while.
It ain't going to be for you. It sure as hell ain't going to be for TJ's mama. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, this is a horrible, horrible thing that you're not going to forget anytime soon. It's going to stay with you for a long time. And I'm sorry, and I do appreciate you talking to me. Okay? All right, let's go see your mama.
With that, Bakari is set free, for the time being. But as police continue to investigate, none of the pieces of the puzzle the boys presented to them clicked into place. And on the hunt for the weakest link, detectives returned to Terrell, hoping he would tell them the truth once and for all.
You came up here in your own free will, right? Okay, I didn't force you or anything like that. Be glad to come up, okay?
Some people try to use that against y'all before.
Well, there's some
Like
rules.
parents and stuff.
Yeah, there's some of these dumb rules and stuff that we got to follow, and it's just one of those things. All right, so give me your story from the get-go again.
Like, we talking about like as far as like wanting to get in.
Yeah, what happened from, say, the time you picked up your friends in Coleman? And
No, I didn't get in court.
You didn't get in
I
Coleman?
told you when I was at DMV.
Yeah.
It was with my homeboy, and then it was like they wanted to rob me. Plus, we were supposed to go have fun and all that.
Okay. Do me a favor. I'm old,
Yeah.
and I'm half deaf, so just speak up a little bit for me, okay? Because I have a hard time hearing.
So
you were at the DMV getting your car re-registered.
but they didn't let me because it was like because of Corona. It was like you got to do it in the county, got to.
Okay.
It's license risk, yeah. So.
All right. And you were with somebody, or you were by
I
yourself?
was by myself.
Okay. And who'd you see there?
Nobody. I seen them. Then after that, I seen them. They was over there in the area. Then it was like, I picked them up.
You saw them just walking around?
No, it was with my homeboy, my other homeboy.
Who's your other homeboy?
Mason.
Mason?
Yeah.
Mason what?
Shin.
Mason.
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked them up from him.
And you didn't pick up Mason?
No.
You took them from them?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you say you picked them up. Who were those two?
Jabari. That's what we call him.
You call him Pookie, okay.
That's what I always know about.
It's Pookie. Sorry. All right, good.
Okay, so after that, we picked him up. We was going to get David. So we're going to get David, and then we riding around Cranston. So then when I finally see him walking, I pull up, he opened the door. I had popped a loud shot, and that's when I looked. I said, and I just seen him do like this.
Okay.
Like I just seen him, and then he just went like running, but he wasn't running, but it was like he was his ass. And then I jumped out of the car rolling. I didn't jump out yet, but when I turned around, I was like, the car was rolling out. Then I had to throw it in park. And that's when I jumped out and took our run out. I said, Dave. And he stopped. When he stopped, he just kind of just dropped. And I grabbed him. And I was just looking, trying to see who was shot at. And I was like, call the police. Then they was like, it was froze. They called him, but it was like frozen. It was like just, he doubted, but he didn't. I just snatched the phone from him and I ran back to David. And I was like, my friend got shot. He got shot. It was like, where are you? And I was like, by a graveyard. Then they was like, then I don't know how they found my location because I'm not good at telling location. So then they pulled up. He was like, I'm grabbing him, trying to see where he shot at. I couldn't find it, but I'm holding him. I'm trying to see what's going on. But when that happened, when he first got shot, when I jumped out the car to go run out to him, I saw a white car. It was going full speed down the road. It hit it right and kept moving.
There's a major slip-up in Terrell's story here that cops don't actually address in their interrogation. The fact that if David was shot the way he claims, by a random car behind him, the entrance wound would have been, well, behind him. But it wasn't. The gunshot wound was from the front, indicating that it came from someone in the vehicle. And there are plenty more pieces of evidence pointing to that fact.
Let me explain something to you, okay? All right. I'm going to steal a little closer because, all right. Let me explain something to you. My friend, this is a serious deal.
Yes, sir.
Serious. This is not stealing a dirt bike. This is not, this is real deal.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And there's things that came up in this situation, okay, that are different from what everybody's saying.
Yes, sir.
All right. I need you to understand something.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's a reason why I brought you in here and nobody else.
Yes.
Okay. The reason I brought you in here is because in my heart, I think you're a good kid. I think you are a smart kid, and I think you've got a lot to offer this world, a lot in your life ahead of you. But this scenario didn't happen. It's not right, okay? And I'll explain to you why later. But reality is this scenario didn't happen the way you said it did, or the way Bari said it did. It was something totally different, okay? And my job as an investigator is to simply find out facts and at the end of the day, write them down. I have a pretty boring job, believe it or not. But my whole goal is to find out as accurately as I can what exactly happened and write those down on paper. And then once I get done that, I hand that football to somebody else and let them deal with it, okay? And 90% of the time, that football gets handed over to the state's attorney, all right? So this situation did not happen the way you guys are telling me. And I'm sorry to say that because I like you. I think you're a good kid.
Yes, sir.
But first and foremost, there's a road that goes like this, okay? And there's another road that goes like this. Like this, right? There was a lady who came up this road, saw four of you standing at the car. Okay, four people. There was four people standing in the car. But she turned down here. Okay. Then she came down here and went around this way. And then she came up here and she stopped Because she saw David laying in the roadway.
Well, I didn't see her. So
Okay. Well, 3 people were standing here, and 1 person was standing here.
I think that's the police came, right? But
This is long.
but I don't know how long. I don't know when she came. I didn't see her. None of that. So, but I know when they had the tape out, it was like me. It was just the other officer.
This is before the first person showed up, before the police officer showed up. Here's reality. Let me hear. Here's reality. Listen, I know, and you know, that shot came from your car. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. I want to know, Terrell, are you the shooter?
No, sir.
That's what I need to know. Because if I thought you were the shooter, I wouldn't be in here. I'd be within somebody else. Do you watch crime TV ever? Okay. This is how this works. There was 4 people in that car. One of those people are going to talk to me. One of those people are going to tell me what happened. The reason you're here is because I want you to be that one person. That one person is the person at the end of the day who gets shed in a totally different light than everybody else. That's the person that helps us, and we help them in return, okay?
Several things link the boys in the vehicle to the crime. For starters, well, the fact that they were all there waiting for the police to arrive didn't bode well for them. But then there were the cameras. Police combed every single security camera, ring camera, and traffic camera within a few-mile radius of the crime scene, and not once did the white car everyone claimed to see roll into view. Terrell's car, however, was on screen repeatedly. Then there's the fact that a blood spatter analysis proved that David was inside the vehicle when he was killed, not outside of it. But who was the shooter, and why?
That shot came from inside your car. We did search your car.
I know.
Okay?
And I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I want you, Don. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah. This is why.
Take your head back. Because that drives me crazy.
This is why I let you search my car.
Okay.
Because I know I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
That's why I was like, go ahead.
Okay.
Because I know I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
And
I believe you didn't.
That's why I let you search my car. That's why I was like, the first thing they was like, I was like, go ahead.
Okay. And my heart told me that you did not shoot David, but somebody in your car did without question.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. Who is that shooter? Javaris. Okay. And what did he?
I don't know.
What happened?
I'm gonna be completely. I don't know why he did.
Okay. I understand. I understand this.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
We were dropping. They were just. They went to arguing, but what I don't know. It was just like they went on the. It was basically you found.
Yeah.
It was David Lee.
Okay.
And then they just went to arguing about it. And then I'm driving. I'm not paying attention. I'm driving.
Tell me what happened.
So look, I picked him up. We get in the car. Like I said, we was really supposed to go all hang out and do all that.
Okay.
But David, that's like my brother. That's why it hurt me so bad.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to save him. Because I didn't even know nothing like that was supposed to go down.
Okay.
So we get in the car. Well, he get in the car. We ride. Then he smelled. Then they just start arguing about it. I don't know what they was had going on, but they was arguing about it.
Okay.
Then I'm driving, and what's his name is turned around and shot him. I said, boy, that's not David. I went and I grabbed David. He jumped out of the car. David jumped in the car. I grabbed him. And that's when I had him on my arm, and he was bleeding out, trying to find out where he shot at.
Okay, so let me ask you this. He turned around from the front seat and shot him.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that gun still in that car? Is that one of the guns they found in that car?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I left him in there.
Where was it? Where did it end up?
I don't know. Because I don't know where they put it at and nothing. Because like I said, I ran out to David.
Well, I was told that there was 4 guys there, and David lay still laying on the ground, and we're missing one when we show up.
No, it wasn't 4.
There wasn't 4.
I put my right hand on the bottom of it. It was just
okay.
Me, David.
What did Javaris have to say? What did Javaris have to say?
I didn't. This is what he said. He was like, I didn't mean to. That's what he said.
I didn't.
I said, what? I really wanted to be moment. But my mom wasn't thinking,
Okay.
and he had a gun. He had the gun at 911 and tried to shoot me.
Okay. I understand that. It must have been horrible for you.
Exactly, because that was like my brother. So I was like, we all like brothers. Then you just turn around and shoot Benton. And he was like, I didn't mean to.
But what were they arguing about?
I wasn't even really listening. I just when he just turned around and shot him.
That had to be kind of hard for him. I mean, for everybody in that car. What did Bakari say?
Bakari was like, yeah, I didn't even look at none of them. When he got shot, I looked directly at him, and then tried to save him.
Did he say anything to you? Mention anything to you? Yeah.
No, he didn't even talk. I was like, breathe, please breathe.
Okay. That was in the car in that little plastic bag. That's what David had with him,
Yeah.
And that's what they were arguing over, how to get him in the front seat.
When David, he picked it up and threw it up there.
Okay. How did the guns get in the back seat, in the trunk?
That's what I'm saying. They must have tried to throw it in there.
Did somebody open the trunk?
I opened when they took the pictures. I opened the trunk for them.
No, but when?
No, you're talking about, because it's like, you know how the covers in the back seat,
Mm-hmm.
you can put them down and it's like a little thing you can hit. That's probably how you
And you can go through it into the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay. Who put them in there?
I don't know.
Terrell knows exactly what kick-started the fight. David got into the vehicle with a bag of, well, green, and showed it to the boys. I mean, it was a holiday after all. But Bakari took the bag from David, telling him, "I'm gonna need that." In that moment, David believed that he was going to be robbed, and he fought back. An argument broke out in the car, where Javari doubled down and asserted, "Yeah, we're gonna be needing that." When David refused to hand over the baggie, the argument escalated, until finally, Javari turned around and shot David. The death of this young man was over just that, a bag of drugs. But whether the robbery was the intention or not, well, that's still a question detectives are wrestling with at this point.
What was Javari's attitude after it happened, before the police got there?
And they were scared because he knew he was wrong.
And did he say anything about? Here's the thing with the white car. Okay, I've had two guys out since the minute this happened, and they have gone to every ring camera, every surveillance camera for a mile and a half out past I've seen in the and they've checked every single camera. We've got your car on camera several times. We do not have a two-door white Honda on that camera, not once. So the white car had to be a story. It had to be something, okay, we're going to say because I understand that. You guys are freaking out at this point. Holy shit, there's a dead guy, and now we're here, and did one of the guys say, okay, we're going to say it was a drive-by, it was a white Honda?
Yeah.
Okay. Who said that? Who started that? Javari's. What did he say?
He was like, man, you just gonna show this. If I wasn't agreeing with it, but then I was like, because I knew this was gonna unfold like this. So I was like, I just said, okay, I'm gonna go with it. But when I said in my head, I'm thinking when it's unfold, I'm just gonna tell them straight up. And I said, block for y'all, knowing I didn't know none of this was gonna go down, and you did this.
Okay. And how did he say it? Try to think back. If you have to close your eyes, sometimes it helps me close my eyes and think.
Like when we were standing there, when the police arrived, he was like, we're gonna say it's a white car. It was a white car, two-door car. He said two-door, four-door number two, and it was a white Honda. That's what he said.
Okay. All right.
While the boys waited for police to arrive, they came up with a cover story while standing over their former friend's dead body. The horror of that isn't lost on detectives, but they have something else they need to get to the bottom of. Did they pick David up to rob him?
I want you to tell me the truth. Were you intending to scare him? Were you intending to take it? Or did Bari just say, don't kill him?
Because he says, listen, real quick before you answer, he wasn't going to hang out with you guys, and you know that.
We know where
He was not going to hang out with you.
He was going to
There was no phone call made to him to say, hey, we're going to come pick you up, and you know that.
He was going to house.
And you know that. So don't quit. I'm telling you, you were digging a hole, and you're going to bury yourself in it.
So they tried to rob him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were trying to do.
They meaning all three of you, because you're in on it. And don't bullshit me, okay? Because you know exactly what you guys did when you went over there in that neighborhood. Because you don't live there, and neither do those other two don't live in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You guys drove in that neighborhood for one reason, and it was to find David, to scare him, or to rob him, or whatever it was you guys were going to do, and that's what you did, right?
They was like, they were supposed to just take it.
You all were supposed to take his. Quit deflecting the blame, dude. You were there, and you were in on
I was
shit.
there, I was on, but they wasn't supposed to shoot him, none of that.
Okay, I get that.
But you knew that you all were going there to take his.
Yeah.
Right.
And I told them straight up.
Are we right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
But listen, I told them straight up, do not shoot that boy. Do not shoot him at all. And that's what they said. I was like, I'm not. And then when they tried to take, he turned around and shot him. And I said, well. Then they tried to tell me to leave. I said, no, I'm not doing that shit. That's when I jumped out of the car and I went after him. And I tried to save him.
So your all's intention was just to go rob him of a quarter sack of.
You know how much it was.
You guys are going to go put a gun on a dude for a quarter sack of.
Dude, 8 grams, $40.
I didn't know how much he had.
So you guys are trolling that neighborhood for one reason, and that's to find him. Because I know that, because you don't live in that neighborhood. None of you all belong in that neighborhood at all.
I said, when you walk to the car, I said, do not shoot this boy. That's what I said.
Because you knew they both had guns on them, right?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Did they ever say ahead of time before you told them that if you don't give it to us, I'm gonna shoot him, or I'm gonna pull my gun on him? How are they say? I already said.
Yeah, they said those. So I said, do not shoot. I said it repeatedly. I said, do not shoot him. I was like, if he don't get to y'all, just beat him up. You can hit him with the gun or whatever, but don't shoot him. And then when David started talking to him, at one moment, David swung on Bari. He swung on Bari.
He swung on Bari in the back seat?
Because he was like, well, this supposed to be a stick up, and then he swung on Bari.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bari.
So Bakari's sitting here. Okay, you're Javaris, but you're around the other way. Okay, so
Don't that smoke a lot?
So he's swinging off like this, punching on him. Is that when Javaris shoots him?
I think so. That's when he turned around and shot him. Because what's his name? Bakari I told him straight up, don't shoot. So I guess Bakari was just gonna try to fight him. Because Bakari ain't shoot. I'm guessing he didn't shoot. So that's when he did it. What's his name? He turned around and shot him. Then he just froze. I said, and that's when he was like, I didn't mean to.
In the end, police got all the answers they needed. All 3 boys in the vehicle knew that they were going to pick up David for one reason: to rob him. As a result, they were all charged with first-degree murder. Bakari and Javari were both sentenced to 50 years behind bars for the murder and armed robbery of David Lyons. Terrell took a plea deal, pleading guilty in exchange for 25 years in prison. Our thoughts are with David's loved ones, friends, and family. Thank you for tuning in. Nearly 85% of everyone watching isn't subscribed. Your subscription and support would mean the world to us, so we can keep bringing you more content just like this. Before you go, check out one of our craziest cases right here, or one of my newest ones right here.